Well, let's get to the big event then. The Cricket World Cup is finally underway with what is being called a bit of a grudge match between 2019 finalists England and, of course, New Zealand. They're facing off in Ahmedabad as we speak. World Cup 2023 will see the men in blue look to carry on India's fortunes on home soil in the biggest tournament in the sport. But can anyone upset India's hopes for the third World Cup trophy? We ask experts, former Indian cricketer Kiran More and current cricketers Kedar Jadhav and Manoj Tiwari.
India has got a very good chance, but India, England, Australia, and the fourth one is South Africa for me.
Bharat.
Favorite is India, definitely.
Top four for me: India, Australia, England, and South Africa.
Bharat, Australia, England, and Pakistan.
I think Australia, India, South Africa, and New Zealand.
Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Josh Butler, Klaasen, and Markram.
Rohit Sharma will be top scorer in the World Cup.
There is only one name comes up, which is Shubman Gill.
Kuldeep Yadav.
Kuldeep Yadav.
Mohammad Siraj and Rashid Khan.
Ben Stokes, Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya.
South Africa.
New Zealand.
Always been New Zealand.
Kuldeep Yadav, young player, very talented. So he's going to be very, very crucial for India. And watch out for him, he's bowling really well.
Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill, definitely.
Well, that's like a straw poll about the World Cup and, who will come out on tops in various departments. K. Shriniwas Rao is Group Editor, Sports Network 18. He's also joining us. Shriniwas, good to have you with us here. Thanks very much. Let me actually put that to you. Which are the 2 or 3 teams to watch out for as we kick off this World Cup?
2 teams, India versus England. I'll make a prediction here. You're possibly looking at an India versus England semi-final at Wankhede. And I can only hope that we bury the ghosts of 1987 and Graham Gooch's team, because that's where I see this building up. If you ask me 2 of the strongest teams in the tournament, it is India and England. And let me add a bit here. When you look at this England team, it's a bit scary. The depth they have in their batting lineup and the all-round attack that they have at their disposal. And the only team that can challenge them on a given day is India. So I think that will be the clash we look for. Or that will be the contest to look for.
And what about the other 2 players who will make it to the semi-finals? And between India and England, what does your head and heart tell you? Who's going to win?
Given the conditions in mind, the fact that we're playing at home, we enjoy the crowd support here, which is going to be massive, and look at the kind of venues that have been picked for these, big India games and the big semi-finals. Keeping all of that in mind, I think the advantage there lies with India because the crowd support lies in India's favor. And also the fact that our guys have been picking up at a very right time. It is a very crucial juncture that we've seen the entire top order actually come good. KL Rahul has got a century under his belt. Virat Kohli has the same. Rohit has been looking good. Shubman finally got some runs. So overall, it's been looking pretty good from a team perspective.
Okay, all right.
So I'd say it's in India's favor.
All right, goosebumps as you speak about that semi-final, and if it could be at Wankhede, wow, would love to be part of it. So the batting is firing, but also the bowling is looking quite good. Who do you think we play? I mean, who needs to sit out? Some would have said that Ashwin didn't make it to the initial list, but he's made it now. So what would be the best bowling attack that we should put forward?
Listen, I mean, if I'm a strong believer in horses for courses. We start in Chennai. And if it doesn't, take rain out of the equation right now. Let's hope that we get a full 100 overs. If it's a full 100 overs, I would definitely go into the game with Ashwin in the scheme of things. Chennai traditionally slow wicket. If it doesn't rain, I would I would rather take that risk and have a variety in my attack. And, with the kind of form that Mohammad Siraj is in, and, just Hardik Pandya taking over the role of the third base, going with two extra spinners, and Kuldeep and Ashwin are there. I mean, I'm looking at Jadeja as a batter right now. That's it. And then, of course, he provides the bowling, but that gives me a good rounded attack.
Shriniwas, hi. So, okay, top 3 players to watch, India and beyond this year?
I'm sorry, come again? I lost you there.
Who would be your top 3 players to watch, India and other teams included? Some audio trouble there. Shriniwas, can you hear us? Okay. I think kind of lost that line there, but his optimism is definitely rubbing off, guys. I mean, I like all the factors that he outlined, starting that we've got the home crowd advantage here, and decent form, good showing against Australia. So, who's to say? Maybe it's hat-trick time. I mean, not in succession years, but third cup, perhaps.
And we've got the semi-final prediction as well. But I think he's back with us, Surabhi. Okay,
Shriniwas, if you can hear us, I was asking you, who would be your top 3 players to watch in the World Cup this time?
Okay, KL Rahul. For me, the batter in this India lineup that I'm looking forward to. That's from an India perspective. England, Ben Stokes, because right now there's nothing that the guy can't do on the field. And, always great to watch a player of his caliber. The third, I'm saying, if we were to look at Australia playing any formidable role in this World Cup, or we're looking at Australia coming in with all its fire and glory, they need Mitchell Starc to fire. So Mitchell Starc will have to play a very prominent role for Australia to go anywhere. That onus lies on Ben Stokes. From an India perspective, I'm willing to take this. Going by a hunch, KL Rahul will be the batter.
KL Rahul, okay. Okay, got that. So, Shriniwas, the conversation on the World Cup is incomplete without the mention of, one certain Mr. Virat Kohli. You tell us, because there was a bit of, a press on this. I think he missed the warm-up game. He had to fly back to Mumbai, but then he joined the team back. Anything in specific that you'll watch out here? What's your sense about his form and the kind of contribution you would expect?
Well, what can I say? I mean, you talk about Virat, and, he's going into a tournament for once without any responsibility. He's going with an absolute free mind. You look at him in net sections, you look at him in matches when he's not playing. Forget when he's playing, the game against Pakistan, he got a century in a crucial game, great partnership with KL Rahul, so it put him in good stead. Look at the matches in which he's not playing, like, for instance, the next game against Bangladesh. He got rested, and you could see the guy having fun on the field, walking out with the drinks for his players, dancing out of the field, having fun with his teammates. The other day we saw him in the final where Mohammad Siraj was bowling against Sri Lanka Asia Cup final. That ball went to the boundary all the way, and Siraj ran, and, Virat and Shubman Gill in the slips having fun. So that's the kind of mood Virat is in, and that kind of mood is dangerous. Because, again, here's a guy who's kind of coming with no baggage, and that should be a big warning sign for the opposition, and I think it augurs well for India. I would say, at home, in the conditions that are so familiar, it goes without saying that he's all set to enjoy the World Cup as it comes.
And Shriniwas, lastly, before we let you go, for those who are now getting onto the World Cup to try and book tickets, etc., any word of advice?
Good luck.
Watch it at home, is it? on the TV.
Well, I mean, there's nothing like actually catching it, getting an in-stadium experience.
Absolutely.
And especially, guys, for the kind of venues that BCCI has zeroed in on, for the India matches to be all of them prime time. I would like to just add one bit. The one venue and one team that India needs to be extremely careful about is Dharamshala and New Zealand. We play New Zealand at a very tricky venue. It'll have those seeming conditions that will suit the likes of Trent Bolt perfectly. That is one game we need to be very, very careful about. And that's one venue that I'll be looking forward to.
Shriniwas, just a quick question. What are tickets selling at? If you want to buy, and you want to buy from someone else, what we call in black, how much do you have to pay now for an India ticket?
No black rim, only white.
Only white? I mean, just resale.
if you go on Twitter, there are people who are selling you tickets, the same tickets as some, God knows. I mean, like, I actually, there was a Twitter message I remember, it said, DM me for tickets. I actually DM'd the guy. I said, so just out of curiosity to check, is this guy saying the truth? He actually told me, come over to this place and, you pay me a little bit of money, you come over to this place, I'll hand you the tickets. But that happens everywhere in the world. That's the thing with big ticket matches.
Yeah.
So you still didn't get to know how much it's for, but
we usually talk about on our channel, we usually talk about investors being wary of the, trading tips, investment advice, and all other kinds of scam. But I think we have to be very wary of supposed ticket scams as well. It is that season, right?
Well, Shriniwas, great conversation. We look forward to hearing more from you, more of your insights through the
And hope
course.
you can join us through the course of the World Cup. I mean, especially in crucial
He's got
junctures.
his tickets booked, I'm sure.
The semi-final is one. The Dharamshala match is the other one, which you highlighted.
Any of you going and watching the game? Shriniwas, I'm sure. Will you be at the India-Pakistan game?
Yes, I'll be there at the India-Pakistan.
All right. I don't know about my co-anchors, but, I was just speaking to a friend and they said, Nigel, once in a lifetime, India taking on Pakistan at the Narendra Modi Stadium, you can't miss it. So I'm just trying to rework my plans and hopefully I'll be there at the stadium as well to watch it live.
Oh, you
it's
should be there.
Absolute cracker it's going to be.
To whoever is listening to what I'm going to say, trust me, it's going to be a spectacle. Although it's going to be a one-sided game, given how the two teams stack up, I would say it's going to be a one-sided game in favor of India, or it's going to be a game comfortably in favor of India. But that said, India versus Pakistan in a stadium that has a capacity of 110,000 plus, it's going to be a spectacle to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
It's going to be a riot, right? In the right sense. The right sense of the word. Thank you very much, Shriniwas. Great conversation, great chat, and look forward to speaking with you again, over the course of this World Cup. So that's the event which is kicking off, and I think absolutely looking forward to it. Kicked off, actually. 2 o'clock, right? Kicked off. Well, I think we've got